giving you an opportunity to get the full story from the people who tell it best. This is Mediacom News Leaders.
Hello, I'm Elizabeth Kling with Mediacom News Leaders. We're talking with Mark Schneider right now, the Executive Director with the Iowa Arboretum. And Mark, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for inviting me.
For people who aren't familiar with what the Iowa Arboretum is exactly, just tell us a little bit about it.
The Iowa Arboretum is a public garden. We're 415 acres, and we're located in Madrid. And it's a beautiful place to come and learn about trees and shrubs and other plants. We have walking trails in the woods and in our prairies, and it's a great place to connect with nature.
How was it established initially, and when did that happen?
Well, we have a long history. We started in 1968, but our history even goes back farther than that. The Iowa State Horticultural Society in 1966 decided that they wanted an arboretum for all Iowans and others. So on their 100th anniversary in 1966, they decided we're going to establish a arboretum, and they went looking for land and found this piece of land. It was a soybean field in Madrid. It's north of the 4-H camp, and they purchased this piece of land and started an arboretum just from a soybean field. And now it's grown over 50 years. In 1968, it got established as a 501c3 nonprofit and started its way with a lot of really good people that had a vision for an arboretum.
So some people are thinking, how do you go from soybean field to this amazing arboretum? Tell us about some of the milestones along in that 50-year span there.
Well, there's been some wonderful milestones. Many of the people were connected with Iowa State University, who had a connection with horticulture. The Iowa State Horticultural Society connected with groups in the state of Iowa that were connected with horticulture. Iowa Nurserymen's Association, fruit growers, a lot of different groups that they were connected with. And they, over the period of time, started bringing in plants. And they had a master plan completed in 1980 to develop this piece of land into different types of collections, and really became a resource for all Iowans of what they could grow in Iowa. And our mission really hasn't changed over those 50 years.
Do you have any, among those collections, any personal favorites or ones that you find people are especially impressed by?
Impressed by? Well, I think because our trees have been there for a long time, that I think people can really connect with them and see what they look like when they're full grown. As far as my favorite plant, that's a tough question to ask. I guess it's the one I'm standing in front of at the moment.
At that moment.
Yes, that's a safe answer. Very diplomatic.
A lot of favorites, right. Well, we know you have a celebration coming up here shortly on June 10th. Tell us about this.
Well, it's our way to recognize our 50 years of being in business, and we've put together our history, which is well documented and can be seen on our website if you're interested. It really goes through all of our milestones over our 50-year period. And we've also gone out and looked for people that were associated with the Arboretum. Many have passed away, but there are some that have really put a lot of time and effort into making the Arboretum what it is. A lot of good people. And so our celebration will be one where we have food, of course, and we have some activities. We're going to have a tree planting, which would be appropriate. We're planting a golden larch for our golden anniversary. We're also going to have a time capsule, and we're going to allow people to write out notes, and we're going to put it in the time capsule. So in 25 years, they can look at that. And we're going to have some speakers, some of the executive directors, past executive directors, and people that have had connections over our 50 years to come and talk about their memories and their experiences and what it was like to build an arboretum over 50 years.
And this is all open to the public?
It is. Again, we have to have people RSVP to the Arboretum, which allows us to know who's coming.
Right, but otherwise, any cost to attend?
There's no cost to attend.
Okay, just RSVP. And the website, if people would like more information, they can go to iowaarboretum.org online. And Mark, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you again.
We've been talking with Mark Schneider, the Executive Director with the Iowa Arboretum. Join us next time here on Mediacom News Leaders.